2008, Niko Bellic finally makes his move. After a flood of emails from his cousin Roman Bellic, packed with wild promises about the American dream, flashy cars, and endless attention from women, Niko decides to leave everything behind and head to the United States. Roman painted this picture of luxury and success so vividly that Niko believed every word, thinking Liberty City was his chance to start fresh and escape the ghosts chasing him across Europe. But beneath that hope was something darker, a mission. One of the men responsible for the deaths of 12 people close to Niko might be hiding in Liberty City, and Niko wasn't about to let that slide. The moment Niko arrives, reality hits hard. Everything Roman said turns out to be straight-up lies. Instead of luxury, Niko finds a rundown apartment crawling with filth. A neighborhood drowning in crime, in an atmosphere that feels more like a trap than a new beginning.
What is going on, Roman? You want to hit the bowling alley?
Cousin, I am loving the bowling. Pick me up in next hour.
I'll be with you soon, Roman.
Niko, good to see you. Let's go. Niko, you do not know how great it is to have you here with me. Before you arrived in Liberty City, things were terrible.
I still remember the emails you sent me, cousin. You should have told me how bad things were in this country before I got here.
Okay, things aren't easy for us here, but together, we are doing all right. America is an opportunity for a new beginning. You were in need of one.
There's no such thing as a new beginning, Roman. With every day we live, we pick up new baggage. Baggage that we must carry with us for the rest of our lives. There's no dropping it and pretending we are fresh and clean just because we get off a boat in a new place.
Stop being so dramatic, Niko. Time is a healer. We live and we forget the past. Nothing helps a man forget like ripe, round American titties. You have to move on from the things that happened to you and think about all the opportunities in this country. Chances to make lots of money, chances to get college girls and to bed.
Chance de Bostanesh, Sorenya.
I heard that. I haven't forgotten our language completely. Stop being some Balkan maniac and grow up!
Hove Beach isn't just rough, it feels like a prison, and it gets worse. Because of strict security measures and fear of attacks, Niko can't even move freely around the city. Crossing into other parts requires documents he doesn't have, locking him into a life he never expected. Meanwhile, Roman's situation is a complete mess. His taxi business is drowning in debt, and dangerous loan sharks are constantly breathing down his neck. Niko is immediately pulled into chaos, forced to run, fight, and protect Roman just to keep him alive. Things escalate fast when Niko has to take out Dard and Petrela, a man who won't stop harassing Roman over unpaid debts. It's clear now this American dream is nothing but survival. During all this, Niko meets Mallory Bartas, the woman Roman desperately wants to marry. She cares about Roman, but let's be real, she doesn't take him seriously. His constant gambling, bad decisions, and reckless lifestyle make him look like a joke. Through her, Niko also meets Michelle, a mysterious woman who shows clear interest in him from the start. But something about her feels off. Then comes Vlad Glebov, a Russian figure with power and attitude. After hearing about Niko, Vlad quickly realizes he can use him. He forgives Roman's debt, but only if Niko works for him, and Niko doesn't really have a choice. Soon he's out collecting protection money, intimidating shop owners, and doing dirty jobs. From shaking down a laundromat owner to dealing with a Chinese store, Niko becomes Vlad's go-to enforcer. He's even sent to deal with Ivan Bichkov, who planned to rob Roman, and to steal cars from people who owe Vlad money. Step by step, Niko gets deeper into the underworld. But things get personal real quick. Niko starts noticing signs that Vlad is messing around with Mallory. The disrespect is obvious, and tension builds fast. At the same time, Niko meets Brucky Kibbutz, a loud, steroid-fueled personality obsessed with status and image. And little Jacob, a calm and loyal ally who instantly respects Niko after he saves him during a risky deal. Jacob offers him more work, opening new doors in the city. Back at Roman's cab depot, everything explodes. Roman finally confronts Niko, accusing him of knowing about Mallory and Vlad all along. He's hurt, angry, and feels betrayed. But Niko has had enough of the whining. Instead of talking, he takes action, storms into Vlad's favorite spot, Comrade's bar, ready to end it once and for all. And just like that, Vlad is done. His body ends up in the river and there's no going back.
Niko B in the house! Man, sometimes I cannot believe you are here with me. Really, I can't.
It's hardly been a lot of fun since I turned up, cousin.
Correct. It has been a fucking nightmare, but that's not the point.
No?
No, the point is, fuck it. The Bellic cousins are here in a land of opportunity, and we are making trouble for any fools who get in our way.
If you say so.
I do say so, man. I do. I just did. It's good to have you here. Whatever shit we get into, man, it's good.
Thanks. Don't you miss home? You've been there a long time. You never get homesick?
Sure. I miss things about home, but I think things are ruined now.
Yes, I know what you mean.
I miss the good times we had as children. When our fathers were too drunk to beat us, when there was food and the sun was shining, but now I live here and life is good.
Is it?
Yes, cousin, it is. Sure, this place is crazy, but so is home. And here it is okay to be an eccentric go-getter businessman with a taste for fine women, wine, and song.
Is that how you see yourself? My God, you are deranged, cousin. This place has made you sick.
Fuck you. I'm an individual, my friend. One of a kind.
Or, to put it another way, a freak.
But that move, huge mistake. Because right after, Roman starts panicking, saying someone is watching them. Niko brushes it off at first, but then reality hits again. They get snatched up, kidnapped, and dragged straight into the hands of a powerful Russian mafia boss. Suddenly, they're no longer small-time players. They're in deep with the real power of Liberty City. Things spiral out of control fast. Bulgarin wrongly blames Niko Bellic, convinced Niko tried to rob him, and now Dimitri Rascalov sees the perfect chance to strike back. What follows is pure chaos. Massive shootout erupts inside a warehouse. Bullets flying everywhere, no way out. Somehow Niko and little Jacob manage to fight their way through the madness, but Dimitri and his men slip away into the shadows. And just when it seems like it can't get worse, it does. The Russians retaliate by burning down Roman's apartment and his taxi depot. Everything is gone in flames. No money, no home, no safety. Desperate and out of options, Roman Bellic turns to Mallory Bardas for help. She manages to find them a place in Bohan, but let's be real, it's barely a fresh start. They're broke a GAIN and now being hunted by dangerous enemies who are still very much alive. In Bohan, Niko gets pulled deeper into the city's chaos, meeting new faces like Elizabeta Torres, Manny Escuela, Playboy X, Patrick McCreary, Francis McCreary, and Johnny Klebitz. Every single one of them brings new opportunities, and even more trouble. Meanwhile, Niko keeps working for Brucky Kibbutz, taking care of problems in the only way he knows how. He eliminates Lyle Rivas, a man causing serious issues, and even tracks down his cousin during a strange setup involving a fake date. The situation ends exactly how you'd expect, with a bullet and no loose ends. Brucky also drags Niko into street races, turning him into a high-speed driver while he sits back and enjoys the show. It's chaotic, unpredictable, and non-stop pressure. Through Mallory, Niko gets closer to Elizabeta and Manny. Manny pretends to be some kind of street savior. He's filming himself cleaning up the neighborhood for attention, but it's all for show. Meanwhile, Elizabeta is deep in the drug game, making risky deals that attract serious heat. Niko teams up with Patrick McCreary for a deal setup, and soon, Elizabeta arranges a major transaction involving Johnny Klebitz and Playboy X. But everything goes left. The police show up in full force, turning the deal into a complete disaster. It's obvious someone tipped them off, and then things take a dark turn. A paranoid and panicking Elizabeta gets confronted by Manny and his cameraman, who think they're exposing crime, but they picked the wrong moment. It ends brutally. Elizabeta then forces Niko to clean up the mess, sending him to dispose of the bodies through a shady doctor involved in the black market. This isn't just crime anymore. It's crossing lines Niko never imagined. But the biggest betrayal is still coming. Niko discovers that Michelle, the woman he trusted and got close to, was actually working undercover for a government agency. she's been watching him the entire time. That realization hits hard. But instead of arresting him, they flip the situation. They want to use him. Niko is now forced into doing dangerous jobs for people even more powerful than the criminals he's been dealing with. Before fully stepping into that world, Niko continues working with Playboy X, taking on risky missions like clearing out rival crews from construction sites to impress Yusuf Amir, a wealthy and influential figure. Playboy is chasing bigger money, bigger connections, and he's willing to use Niko to get there. Niko even handles situations where people are spreading rumors about Playboy, shutting them down permanently. During this time, Niko meets Dwayne Forge, a man recently released from prison who was once close with Playboy. But now, he's been completely abandoned, left behind, forgotten, treated like he doesn't matter anymore. Playboy throws him a little money like it's nothing, pretending everything's fine. But it's fake. When Niko visits Dwayne, the truth is Claire Prison took everything from him. Friends, respect, purpose, all gone. Niko helps Dwayne try to rebuild, starting by dealing with people from his past.
What's up, NB?
Not much, cousin. What's up with you?
Not too much. I was remembering the old country when we were children.
It's a long time ago. A different world.
Different life, at least. Remember all those kids?
Sure. Most of them are dead.
Some, yes, but not most. What happened to Marco?
I don't know. I lost contact. I think he went to Britain or to university. I don't know.
What about, Mila?
Fuck you.
Niko Bellic still likes Mila Tadic.
Give me a break.
But Mila Tadic prefers Roman. It's a terrible love triangle.
Screw you.
She did. Many times. But trust me, cousin, she was no good. I think she was the town bike. It was like a cavern.
You're disgusting.
He tracks down Cherise Glover, Dwayne's ex, and handles unfinished business with people connected to Dwayne's downfall. It's messy, personal, and full of tension. Because in Liberty City, nothing stays buried. Every past decision comes back one way or another. Things get even more intense as Niko Bellic steps deeper into the chaos. While working for Dwayne Forge, Niko takes out the gangsters who seized control of Dwayne's old club, slowly building respect for a man the world already forgot. You can feel it. Niko starts seeing himself in Dwayne, someone used, discarded, and left behind. But then comes the twist. Playboy X calls Niko to his luxury penthouse and drops a cold command. He wants Dwayne dead, just like that. No hesitation, no loyalty, just business. This time, Niko doesn't follow the money. He follows his gut, and that decision changes everything. Instead of turning on Dwayne, Niko storms into Playboy's own apartment and ends it right there. No warnings, no second chances. Playboy is done. After it's over, Niko tells Dwayne the truth that he was the target. And in a rare moment of gratitude, Dwayne gives Niko the penthouse as a thank you. From nothing to owning a luxury apartment, that's how fast things flip in Liberty City. At the same time, Francis McCrary enters the picture. A high-ranking law enforcement officer who knows way too much about Niko's past. He's been watching him, tracking his moves, and now he wants a piece of him. Francis offers protection and money, but there's a catch. Niko has to clean up his problems. And again, Niko is trapped. Refuse. And everything collapses. Except. And he goes deeper into corruption. So Niko gets to work. One by one, he eliminates threats to Francis' people with dirt. People ready to expose him. From shady contacts to Tom Goldberg, a lawyer ready to destroy Francis with evidence, Niko silences them all. Even a dangerous dealer who could ruin everything ends up gone. It's non-stop pressure. Niko becomes the man fixing problems no one else can. But just when things seem under control, everything explodes again. Roman Bellic gets kidnapped. And guess who's behind it? Dimitri Rascalov. It was all a trap. Roman got spotted gambling in a Russian spot, and they used him as bait. Mallory Bartis is terrified, calling Niko in panic. And Niko, he goes straight into war mode. Without hesitation, Niko storms the location, takes out everyone in his path, and saves Roman from torture. It's brutal, fast, and personal. For a moment, things calm down. But in this city, peace never lasts. Soon after, Niko gets pulled into something even bigger. The government agency known as United Liberty Paper steps in, the same people connected to Michelle. And now, Niko has no choice but to work for them. Refuse, and he's finished. Prison, no escape. So he becomes their weapon. He starts handling their dirty work. Taking out Oleg Minkov, going after dangerous targets, even eliminating someone funding terrorist operations. These aren't street jobs anymore. This is next level. Niko is now caught between criminals and the government. At the same time, Patrick McCreary pulls him into bigger money moves. With his brother, Gerald McCreary, they plan major robberies. It's from hijacking valuable cargo at the docks to pulling off a full bank heist. And somehow, it works. Big money finally starts flowing. Risky, crazy, but worth it. Through all this, Niko meets Kate McCreary. And for once, something real appears. Their connection grows naturally, something rare in Niko's life filled with violence. But even that piece is fragile. Meanwhile, the criminal world opens even more doors. Ray Buccino offers Niko serious opportunities and something even more valuable. Information about the traitor who destroyed Niko's past. The man responsible for the deaths that still haunt him. Niko doesn't hesitate. He takes the jobs. From dealing with debtors in the streets, to running wild missions like searching garbage trucks for missing diamonds alongside Luca. But here's the twist. Those diamonds. They don't end up where they're supposed to. Betrayal, greed, and chaos strike again. At this point, Niko isn't just surviving anymore. He's becoming a major player. But every step forward pulls him deeper into a world where loyalty means nothing, and every alliance could turn deadly at any moment. The pressure keeps building, and now Ray Buccino pushes Niko Bellic even harder. He orders him to recover the missing goods, and soon after, Niko is pulled into a high-stakes diamond exchange. But everything goes completely off the rails. The deal is suddenly interrupted by Luis Lopez, stepping in like a ghost from another story. The diamonds. They actually belong to his boss. Chaos erupts, bullets fly, and Niko barely makes it out alive. Meanwhile, Johnny Klebitz, who was working alongside Niko, ends up walking away with the money. Just like that. Everything is gone. Ray is furious. No diamonds, no money, no answers. He drags Niko into another meeting, this time introducing Phil Bell, a serious and respected figure in the mafia world. Phil is calm but dangerous, and he makes one thing clear. Niko has to fix this mess. No excuses. So Niko goes hunting, tracks down bikers, eliminates them one by one, but still nothing. No diamonds, no Johnny, just more dead ends. Then comes Isaac Roth, another player in the deal who keeps threatening Ray. Niko silences him too. Problem solved, at least on the surface. But finally, something real comes out of it.
Mr. Jacob, it's Niko. You want to play some darts?
Okay, my brother. We love to play darts. Come on my place in about an hour.
Excellent. I'm on my way, Jacob.
Yo, let's go. Go on, Rasta.
What's up, Jacob?
Boy, it's good to spend some quality time with the guys, see?
Yes.
Not all work, you know? We gotta ease up from time to time to see how the world turns on. You know what I'm saying?
I think so.
The world can mess you up, you know? Make you think that things matter when all that matters is that the sun come up and we have a good time and laughter and things, see?
I hope so, man. I do.
You're uphill, you know, Niko, even for a shatter.
Ray keeps his word and leads Niko to Florian Kravik, one of the men connected to Niko's past. In this moment, it hits different. Because Florian isn't who Niko expected. He's now living as Bernie, trying to escape his past and live freely. And just like that, the truth shifts. Florian didn't betray them. The real traitor is Darko Breivik, the man Niko has been hunting all this time. But there's a problem. No one knows where he is. Bernie, however, has his own problems. Big ones. He's being blackmailed, constantly threatened, and dragged into a dangerous situation because of his connection to Bryce Dawkins, a politician living a double life. Publicly preaching family values while secretly being involved with Bernie, the hypocrisy is explosive. And now, criminals have evidence and are using it against them. Niko steps in, protects Bernie, and shuts the situation down. And in return, Bernie gifts him a luxury car. But even that feels small compared to everything Niko is dealing with. Then comes another brutal decision. Francis McCreary reaches out again, furious at his brother Derek McCreary. He claims Derek is a threat and orders Niko to eliminate him. Sniper rifle, a perfect setup. Quiet park surrounded by tall buildings. But something doesn't sit right. Francis talks like he's innocent. But the truth? He's drowning in corruption, and Niko sees it. So when the moment comes, Niko makes his choice. He pulls the trigger, but not on Derek. Francis goes down instead, a dirty cop, silenced. But the fallout is heavy. The McCreary family is shattered. They bury Francis, while Gerald McCreary ends up behind bars. Before going quiet, Gerald gives Niko one last lead. A big job is coming. That job? A kidnapping? Patrick McCreary pulls Niko into a dangerous plan to abduct Gracie Ancelotti, the daughter of a powerful mafia boss. And Niko goes all in. He plays it smooth, pretends to be interested in buying her car, and then takes her, clean and calculated. Now the Ancelotti family is forced to pay, but the exchange? Total disaster. Just when the deal is about to go down, Ray Bulgarin shows up, claiming the diamonds used for the ransom are actually his. Everything explodes into another massive shootout. Niko and Packy barely escape alive. And the diamonds? Gone again? Lost in the chaos? Landing in the back of a random truck? Just like that? Millions disappear. After that, Niko gets dragged back into work with Phil Bell. Now it's about moving serious product. Niko steals heroin from the triads, delivers it safely, and proves himself again. Impressed, Phil introduces him to Jimmy Pegorino, a man hungry for power. Pegorino wants a seat at the top, even if it means starting a full-blown war. And that's exactly what happens. A meeting turns into betrayal when another family tries to eliminate Pegorino. Niko steps in, fights them off, and from that moment, it's war. Over the next days, Niko is constantly in action, taking out enemies, protecting operations, and pushing Pegorino's rise forward. But the chaos doesn't stop. Niko and Phil steal drugs from the Russians, stacking money and power. Everything seems to be working until it isn't. The Russians tip off a high-ranking capo who plans to expose everything to the commission. That cannot happen. So Niko and Phil take extreme action, stopping him before he can talk. Even then, the pressure keeps rising. The feds are watching. The police are closing in. Massive manhunt begins, but somehow, Niko and Phil escape. Still alive, still free, still in the game. Then comes another problem man insider. Anthony Corrado, Pegorino's own bodyguard, is exposed as a rat. The moment Pegorino finds out, it's over for him. Anthony collapses, rushed to the hospital, heavily guarded. But that doesn't save him. Disguised as a doctor, Niko walks straight in, pulls the plug. Cold, silent, final. No witnesses, no noise. But even after that, the paranoia doesn't stop. Pegorino is convinced betrayal is everywhere. And now he orders something even bigger, a purge. And at the top of that list is Ray himself. Everything is collapsing from the inside. Niko's right in the middle of it. The endgame begins, and everything starts closing in on Niko Bellic. He's contacted again by United Liberty Paper, and this time the stakes are huge. They want him to work for John Gravelli, the dying head of a powerful crime family, a man on his deathbed still pulling strings. In exchange, they offer something Niko has wanted since the very beginning, Darko Breivik, a traitor, the man who destroyed his life. If Niko plays along, Darko will be delivered straight to him. So Niko does what he always does. He takes the deal, job after job. He proves his value, pushing deeper into the world of power and corruption. And finally, it happens. Darko's brought to Liberty City. Face to face, past and present collide. Niko learns the truth, and it's worse than anything he imagined. Darko betrayed everyone for just $1,000, lives destroyed for pocket change. It's disgusting, it's empty. And in that moment, Niko realizes something. Killing Darko won't fix anything, so he does the unthinkable. He lets him live. because living with that guilt, that's the real punishment. Trying to move forward, Niko attempts to live a more normal life. But let's be honest, that world doesn't let go easily. He keeps taking contracts, doing quiet assassinations around Alderney, staying in the shadows. And yeah, there's irony here. The same man who hated betrayal and cheap bloodshed has done similar things himself. That contradiction, it follows him everywhere. Then comes one last major decision. Jimmy Pegorino reaches out with a huge opportunity, a heroin deal that could bring serious money. But there's a catch. Niko would have to work with Dimitri Rascalov again. Same man who betrayed him, burned his life down, and nearly killed everything he cared about. After talking with Roman Bellic and Kate McCreary, Niko makes his final call. He chooses revenge. Tracking Dimitri down, Niko finally ends it. No deals, no forgiveness, no second chances. Dimitri is gone. Just like that, the biggest enemy in Niko's life is erased. But that decision, it comes with a price. Because on what should have been the happiest day, Roman, and Mallory Bardes's wedding, everything falls apart. Jimmy Pegorino shows up, furious, betrayed, and ready for war. Bullets start flying, chaos, screaming, panic. And then, tragedy. One shot changes everything. Kate McCreary is hit, and she doesn't survive. That moment breaks Niko completely. After everything he's been through, after finally trying to do something right, it all crashes down again. Loss follows him, no matter what path he chooses, but this time it's personal. Fueled by grief and rage, Niko goes on a final hunt. With little Jacob and Roman by his side, he tracks down Pegorino's crew. One by one, they fall. No mercy, no hesitation. The chase stretches across the entire city land, water, even air. It's a full-blown war, and in the end, it leads to one final confrontation. Under the shadow of the Statue of Happiness, it's over. Pegorino tries to run, but there's nowhere left to go. Niko pulls the trigger. And just like that, it's finished. No enemies left, no revenge left, just silence. But victory doesn't feel like victory, because the cost, it was everything. Niko stands there alone, trying to process it all. Another person gone, another chapter closed, and no real peace in sight. This wasn't a story about winning, it was about surviving, paying the price every single step of the way.